to our channel. My partner Adam and I and our dog Twyla have been travelling around Australia for the last 2 years part-time in our converted Ford Transit camper van. But in this episode, I'm going to be changing things up a little bit and I'll be taking you to see Mexico, where I travelled around for 4 weeks with a good friend of mine, Monica, and we went to plenty of cities and towns and I can't wait to show you them. Now, if you're someone who loves us for our van life videos, don't worry, they'll be returning. We'll have plenty more of them. I'll be just putting these Mexican videos out sporadically over the next few months, but we've got plenty more to come with Twyla and Adam on our adventures in our van. Hola, and welcome back to the channel, and we are now in Oaxaca. We are at the main church. I'm going to get the name of it. Monica? Santo Domingo, and it is huge, absolutely huge, and we're about to witness a wedding. So we weren't expecting this, so we'll go over and check out what it's all about. How's that for timing? I didn't expect to come to this city and the first thing I attend is a wedding that I don't even know the people. But how exciting. They're gone all over the top with this wedding. I'm losing my words, but it's pretty exciting to experience. So, because we've got here late, we're just going to keep walking around and find something to eat. But there is plenty of markets as per usual to buy things, and it's incredible. The amount of people that walk up to you and ask if you want to buy things, you kind of just got to learn to say no gracias, and normally they'll just leave you alone. They're all quite nice. But yeah, Monica just bought herself a lollipop she didn't realise that she wanted. Going down a little bit further, but there is so much colour to be seen here. It looks absolutely gorgeous. This city is so pretty, and we're just going to keep looking around, check out the flowers, check out the dress. Love it. Now run into our second wedding. This is actually a totally different wedding. So we've got one here, and then another one coming down now, and it looks like it's actually a gay wedding, so even better. Let's party. How good do these decorations look around the doors? Now you're probably wondering what it is. It's actually the skin from the corn, or you know, the parts that cover the corn, dried out, and they've done this. We've just come to another square, which is not far from our hotel. You've got another beautiful church here. I'm not sure what this name of this one is, but we're gonna have a look around. There's a lot of shops, a lot of restaurants, and different things. So we just arrived to our hotel, so I'll give you a quick look around and then we'll see what we get up to. We've come to this restaurant here. Looks really nice. It's it's kind of a mix. It's got not so traditional Mexican. Right next door there is a full-on Mexican menu, but I want to do something a little bit different tonight. Yeah, they've got music. It's quite nice. So anyway, let's go in and get some food and a glass of wine. Did you order? This is banana leaf, yeah?
No, tamal.
Tamal. Wrapped in banana leaf.
Wrapped in banana leaf.
Yeah. And then what's inside?
It's like a corn.
So mole, chicken, and corn. And I'm keeping it simple. I'm having nachos, this is cheese, jalapenos, and then I got some sauce here also. Dinner was fantastic, so we're just going to go for a little bit of a walk to walk it off and see some things at night. The city comes alive at night, and I tell you, I'm trying to work out if there's more salespeople here trying to sell us things, or there is tourists. I'm loving these pots that got sprinkled around with all the different flowers for the Day of the Dead celebrations. Absolutely gorgeous. So this here is the government palace. So most of the cities have these, and oh, this guy's just trying to sell us something. Sorry, I'm just showing people in Australia this building. To live tonight, so we've gone from one music performance to now dancing. So let's go watch these guys have a bit of a dance off. So the markets are open late into the night, so you can keep shopping up a storm if you want to. This one's right where the music's playing and stuff, so you can enjoy the music while having a nighttime shop. Here's a tip: if you get up nice and early, you can get some great photos of the buildings and things without people being everywhere. Check what we've just come across this morning on our way on our walk. Look at this, it looks absolutely incredible. I loved it. Got a photo, and now we're heading towards a bus stop where we're going on a tour today, but we'll tell you a bit more about that soon. Starting off our day pretty light today. We're just going to half a sweetbread and some coffee, which I can't wait to have. And this is the first good looking coffee I've had in Mexico. Look at this. Bit of coffee art there. But the proof's in the pudding, so let's taste it. Very good. So we're currently on a bus. It's a tour, and we're heading firstly to a traditional bakery where we're going to taste some of their traditional sweet bread and have a bit of a toilet break. It's a 2-hour drive to where we're going to natural springs, but I'll tell you a little bit more about it when we get there. And it's actually a petrified waterfall. Yes, but we'll see that soon also.
To be drunk, I think this drink is more special. There's no drink in all the world like this because it takes long time to be mature and make this.
Just made it to the traditional bakery. We're just going to go in there and taste some of their sweet bread. So we got to taste 3 different types of bread. My favourite was probably, which one was your favourite, Monica? It was the middle one, wasn't it? Which was butter, like a buttered bread, was quite nice. The first one actually had some like aniseed in it, which was a bit different. And then the third one was a bit plain for my liking. So yeah, and they're all made in clay pots. traditionally, but now they say that they make them in tuna cans. So how times change. But anyway, we're moving on now to our next stop.
The distillation process with copper pots and the kiln or the cooking process inside of the stoves.
We have arrived. We are going on a hike. We've got a tour guide with us. He's going to take us there because you can get lost along the way. We're heading down to the Petrified Waterfalls. We'll explain a bit more about them when we get there, when we know a bit more about them. And then we'll be heading up to the pools, and then we can decide if we want to have a swim or not. Behind me you can see the actual pools themselves and the Petrified Waterfalls there. So we're just going to go head down there now.
Don't touch is danger. When you touch paraffin, can I make a cold, fever, diarrhea, vomit? You know, it's like poison ivy.
So what he pretty much just said to us was that if we rub up against one of these type of trees, we would die. Yep, putting it lightly, we would die. And now I can see why he decided to wear a long sleeve top.
And in this area, I have two names. In this area, can I call Twyla? In Oaxaca City, can I call Tepestate? Pero it's good mezcal. ¿Sí? Entonces, I have in this bottle, this is the mezcal. And you want a, ¿cómo se dice? Prueba?
You want to taste?
You want a taste? You ask for me? Okay? Entonces,
This is a great view. Check this out. You can see the pools and the side of the mountain where the water has come over the edge. So here you can see the water looks like it is boiling, and this is why they call it, what do they call it? The boiling water. But it's actually not hot. Sorry about the wind. It's just bubbles coming up from the springs. So Monica's cuddling the tree. She's becoming one with nature. What do they say about this tree?
To absorb the energy.
It absorbs your energy. Okay, I'll touch it. So you don't want to get too close to the edge. They've got signs here saying you can slip, and you can see it's a bit of a drop down. People taking photos from up the top from the top of the Petrified Waterfall, and it put my heart in my throat. I thought they were going to fall. And Monica said, you better not get too close to the edge. Now we're on top of what we're about to go down the bottom to look at, and then soon we'll be walking all the way up back to the pools. So it's going to be a bit of a hike and a bit of a steep one at that. And there is a part where you actually have to climb, so it'll be very interesting. So this is pretty cool. This is a petrified cactus. This cactus here is the same as the petrified one, but this one is slowly dying, and one day it might end up like that. But that's pretty cool. And we're going down even steeper steps now, and you can see down, whoop, it's a bit of a drop. So we'll keep going, and hopefully we don't fall. See, this has been forming for millions of years. You can see it's still forming. You can see the water coming down, and over time it has created this with all the minerals coming over the edge. Looks absolutely amazing.
Wait, do I need your face? Oh. Alright, hold on. How am I supposed to take a picture?
So now I'm right at the front of the Petrified Waterfall, and you can see how beautiful it looks. Now we're going to head down these really, really steep stairs, and we're just being very, very careful. Incredible, but I can't look back because I'm walking downstairs at the moment, and Monica's telling me, don't be filming while you're walking, because it's pretty bloody scary. We're starting to get a bit tired just climbing down the steps. Can you imagine when we have to come back up the other side? This is the land of mescal, and you can see all the agave plants in the agave farms, basically, where they make the mescal, which we're going to after this. I wasn't going to tell you till later, but I'll tell you now. We're going to head to a distillery after we finish here, and hopefully don't get too drunk. But yeah, we can start seeing all the farms and then growing up the hills. It's a perfect condition to grow an agave in this area, just like it is in tequila. I think that's it from the bottom, and now we're heading up. Alright, so we've gone off track a bit to go have a look at a cave in the side. There's quite a few people in there, so it must be pretty big. I'll head inside and have a look. Let's just hope there's no bears in here. Ooh.
I gave up.
So it is nice and cool in here. Definitely a good spot for a rest, and hopefully there's no spiders, but I can't see any, so let's go. That's the pools, what we're seeing right now, and you can see how close people get to the edge. So on the way up, if someone falls down, I'll video it. I'm only joking.
I mean, at night in Mexico City.
So now we're on the other side of the Petrified Waterfall. So it just gives you a bit of a different view. This one's a lot more whiter. And yeah, I'm out of breath. Now things are starting to get interesting. Ooh. So the ladder's there just for photo opportunity, so you can climb up and in and get a photo. But I'm going to give that a miss since I've just climbed up a steep hill. So Monica just got some... Is it mescal? Ah, mescal. So she's just rubbing a bit on her hands. Why is she doing that for? To help her get up the hill? Ah, yeah, that's all right. All right, good. Let's go. So you can see all the agave plants. That's a farm there where they would use that to make the mescal. But we're about to do the hardest part of this trip. Head up this very steep part where we might actually have to get on our hands and knees and crawl. So we'll see how we go. Whew, it's a long way up. This is what we got left, and you can see them walking up, and then we're going to go up that way, and then we all finished. The part where you just got to get on your hands and knees and kind of crawl up. So we'll give it a go. Yee. Well, we did it. We've made it to the top. So, took a bit of energy, but got there in the end. All right, so now we have arrived to the pools up the top, and there's a lot of people swimming. Some people are just taking a bit of putting their legs in, which I think I'm gonna do. This here is almost like an infinity pool. You can see where it just goes over the edge, and you get some amazing views. So Monica is cooling off in some of the pool water that is filtering through this gap. And if you look closely, it looks like it's bubbling because it's hot, but it's not. Like I was saying before, it's actually not hot water. It's cold. It just looks hot because it is bubbling. Now this is another pool up here. This is the side of it. And you can see where all the minerals from the water build up on the side where it drips over. And it looks very similar to the Petrified Waterfall. This is the top pool. This is the one that we just saw the wall just behind there. And again, it looks like an infinity pool, but a natural, non-man-made one. How awesome does this look? All right, let's go chuck our feet in. Make sure you bring a towel with you if you do want to have a swim, and your bathers, because you don't want to miss that opportunity if you're here. We didn't go all the way in. We just thought we'd put our feet in and relax because we haven't got much time. We want to get some food in our stomach after that big walk. Debating to get a donkey or a tuk-tuk up this last bit of a hill to get back to where the food is. We've decided to do the proper thing and walk. Oh, they're horses. They're not donkeys. So we got some really cool opportunities, photos with a cactus in the background. It looks really cool. And then on the way up, you get a little bit of a different view than what we've had. And he comes, well, Monica's resting, but he comes, he comes a tuk-tuk. Do you want to catch the tuk-tuk? Here it comes. All right, so we made it to the top. This is where the food and drinks are. So I'm gonna go explore and find something refreshing. Just notice the snakes. Ooh, the mosquito maybe. Yee. Where we're going. So these are the menus. They do have it in English and they do have it in Spanish. And I'm going to go this sandwich without the guacamole as usual. And what are you going to go? 2 minutes aside from her. Oh, and don't worry, we've definitely got some beers coming as well. Alright, so here's our sandwiches. Let's have a look inside. Yeah, you can see the beans, tomato, the beef. Looks good and it's nice and toasty. Wow, this is delicious and just what we needed after that walk. It tastes so good. Yum. This has been amazing. We're on our road to having mezcal next. Oh, by the way, they do have coconuts here that you can get alcohol put into them and you can drink them and you take them back, get them split open and you can eat the flesh, which is pretty cool too. We saw a few people do it. So we have made it to taste mezcal and to see how it is made. I'm so excited. So we're here at a distillery. I don't even know which one it's called yet, but we're about to find all that out and how they make it and all those things. So let's go in and check it all out. All right, so this is the name of the distillery we're at. Woo, and here's one of the plants itself.
Used here in order to make the mezcal. They use both the domestic and the wild agaves. The domestic type of agave would be the espadín, the one we have right here. This is the one that is grown in the fields. You might have seen while traveling through Oaxaca. And this is the most commonly used agave in order to make the mezcal. This agave takes 8 to 10 years to grow, so that will actually make it the fastest agave. For the wild species, there's a large variety of them, and here we have just a few examples. For example, the two big agaves we have back there, those are known as arroqueños. Those will take between 18 to 20 years until they are fully grown. Right here we have one that is known as a Twyla. You can see the shape is sort of like a rose. This one will take 12 years to fully grow. Back over on that side in the corner, we have one of the agaves that actually takes the longest to grow. That one is known as the tepestate, and that one will take 25 years.
All right, I'm going to try to explain this if I remember this right. Now, this is a pit where they cook the agave in. So what they do is they layer it with wood down the bottom, then they burn that. Then once it's really hot, then they put rocks on top of that. Then they get their agave plants, pop them on top to cook, and then they cover it with either agave leaves or they'll use some special blankets, and it can take up to 6 to 7 days on a hot day, on if it's warmer weather, otherwise 7 to 12 days for it to cook right, and then it goes into the next process. Now the agave is cooked, they bring it over to cool down. It's actually softened by this stage, so they can actually squeeze the juice out of it to make the mezcal. So he's about to hand around some so we can actually suck on it and see how it actually tastes at this stage.
Do not eat it though. This is just so you can try the liquid that's inside the cooked agave.
How do you think it tastes? We've done this before.
Very nice, very sweet. Smoky.
Smoky. It's my
That
turn.
smoky taste comes from the way the agaves are cooked. The mezcal will also have that smoky taste.
I had to spit a little bit out. How embarrassing. But it
You
tastes
can
good.
throw your fibers right here once you're finished with them.
But you don't eat it. Just chew it and get the flavour.
Or in English, it would just be called the grinding stone. This is where they bring the cooked agave after it's been cooled off for a few hours so they can continue with the process. They bring in the hearts here, chop them up into smaller pieces using machetes or axes, then they place them onto the stone. Once the stone is full, they will then bring in a horse, tie it onto the other end of the stone right there. What the horse will do is it will slowly walk around, pulling the stone along with it. The stone will slowly roll around, grinding the agaves. And right here, we're not really looking to extract any liquid from the agaves. It's mostly just to shred it into a fiber or a paste, so that the next step, which is the fermentation process, can be a lot quicker and easier. Pour in 20 liters of hot water and cover it up to leave it to rest fresh for 2 days. After those 2 days, they uncover.
You're gonna hop in, Monica? There's nothing in there. Where is it? Oh, it's gone over here. It's over here. Now this is the last part of the process where they use this machine over here. It looks very old looking with a bit of firewood and copper, and they basically pump it through, and somehow this makes the mezcal. But now it's time to head to the bar. The fun part, we're about to taste our first lot of mezcal. And look, Monica's happy. Look, thumbs up. Yeah!
What we have here are our line of mezcales made from the espadín, the cultivated agave. This one right here, this is the young mezcal that I mentioned. This is the one that is bottled up right after the second distillation. And this one will be used to make these other three, which are aged mezcales. And here in front of you, we have some peanuts. These are mostly to cleanse your palate after tasting these two first mezcales, which are the aged mezcales.
We're trying our very first one. Sorry about the sun behind us, but here we go. Salute. Now we're only sipping it. They say to sip it, don't scull it, because you'll aerate it and it gives you a yucky taste. But quite nice, isn't it? I don't think Monica likes it. Yeah, we prefer tequila, but don't tell anyone. So we just went off and sprayed all our bodies because I just got bitten by the biggest mozzies, and the mozzies are really bad at the moment, yeah? Anyway, but we're back into it. This is my third one, but I'm really thinking mezcal's not really for me. I actually prefer tequila, but at the same time, it does how I can appreciate the taste, and I can appreciate that people would like this. It's got a really unique taste, and it is different from your tequila. So definitely if you're going to buy some or try to taste it, make sure you get a good brand. Don't go cheap, because the cheap ones... So Monica and I were probably the worst people you could send here to do this, because we're actually retired from that, and we're going on to a beer. And what are you getting? Yeah. Oh, you're getting a beer as well? We're both getting beers. Yeah, why? The whole tour group is going to go on there with 100 bottles. We're going back on with a beer. Kinds of big bottles. They have the smaller bottles here, which Monica's given in, and she's going to buy a bottle for us to have later on. We end up getting
Cappuccino mezcal.
oh, cappuccino. Very nice. All right, well, we'll have to taste a bit of that later. So we're now back from the mezcal place, and we're back in the city looking for someone for dinner. And we're running into so many weddings. There's so many going on. There's a nice big bright one coming in. Full on.
¡Viva la Virgen de la Soledad! ¡Viva la Virgen de la Soledad!
So this one isn't for a wedding, this is for a religious ceremony, and they've got a parade happening. Pretty exciting, pretty full on. Just about to film myself saying, do these guys get tired? They're so energetic, but they actually have stopped for a break. So too bad if you're a car behind. So yeah, they're they're just all resting. So we're gonna head on, and I'm sure we'll run into these guys a bit later. Back to one of the squares to eat dinner tonight, and we decided to eat here. We just ate down there last night, but we decided to come here tonight. It looks pretty cool. I'll show you close up. They've got skeletons all the way along. Looks so cool. But we're down at the bottom. Upstairs a little bit dressier, so we thought we might just stick to the cash. So we're just starting off with some pickled veggies. They're quite delicious. Alright, cheese. And also they've brought us out some nuts, salted chili nuts, because that's a chili right there. This could be interesting. Before the music starts back up, I've got a chili that has meat in it, and then it's been cooked with egg and with a side of rice, some beans, sauce. Monica, what have you got?
And
like a baguette.
pork baguette.
Beautiful, looks good. And also they've given me some tortillas, flour ones, my favourite. This is how it looks inside, and it tastes absolutely amazing. Love it. Just found a new great dish. It was amazing. The entertainment was amazing, but it keeps going on. The people that we saw in the parade 2 hours ago have just made it to the main church, well, one of the main churches, and they are kicking up a storm still. I don't know how they kept their energy. It's just incredible. Let's go check out how they're still going. Now we've worked out, we think we've got two groups now. So there's this one here with the quieter music, and then this one's just settled down. I think they're about to have a break, but it's just incredible. We just keep saying to ourselves, how do they keep going? They must have had their Vita bricks. It's like the party's over. Look how amazing all their costumes are. They look so fantastic. What a great job these guys do. Can't believe it. Really good. So after all that excitement, we thought we'd end the night with a cocktail. So we found this place that does cocktails. A lot of their drinks are mezcal, but anyway, I'll show you the menu. And it's really cute, really small little place, but it's really nice and got some good artwork on the wall. Don't drop it. We had such a good night here, and we just had 2 drinks, but then we're just being briefed. One on the house. Look at this. How cute is that? But there is so much alcohol in this little shot. We'll give it a go and see what it tastes like. And coffee as well. Yeah, I can smell the coffee. Very different. I was expecting strawberry because it's pink, but it ain't strawberry. Guys, I hope you liked that little bit of a taste of Mexico, and the rest of the Mexico trip I'll be feeding in over the next few months, so you'll still get your van life kicks. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed, like I said, a taste of Mexico. We will see you Sunday at 5 p.m. and thank you so much for watching.